and you open up your Yahoo, you're going to see WNBA playoff viewership down now that Caitlyn is out. And is that somewhat factually accurate? Yes. It's not accurate.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever might be out of the playoffs. But don't get it twisted. Her impact on the WNBA is still being felt. But now, some people are throwing shade about the WNBA Finals breaking viewership records without Caitlin Clark. So here are some thoughts about that. First, let's get the facts out there. Caitlin and the Indiana Fever had a killer rookie season, and the playoffs, what a ride. But the Fever didn't get to go further after the loss to the Connecticut Sun. Still, let's not forget that 2.5 million people turned in to watch Caitlin's last game. I mean, that's huge, right? And then, once she's out, the viewership took a hit to the point that ESPN moved some games to ESPN2. Let's unpack that. Of course, other fans came in swinging. I saw one fan tweet, "I thought people weren't going to watch anymore because Caitlin isn't playing." Clearly, they underestimated what she did for the league. Another fan put it perfectly, saying, "Caitlin actually opened the doors for huge viewership. She's the reason more people watched the WNBA." And they're 100% right. Caitlin didn't just bring fans to Indiana Fever games, she brought new eyes to the entire WNBA. So yeah, even with her out, the numbers are still strong because of her impact. Let's look at the numbers, shall we? Game 1 of the WNBA Finals between the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty pulled in 1.1 million viewers, making it the most watched WNBA Finals game in history. But here's the thing. Caitlin Clark didn't play in that game, yet her effect is all over those numbers. Why? I'm glad you asked. Because she brought in a whole new generation of fans who decided to stick around. It's like taking a boiling pot off the burner, right? Even when you remove the pot, that burner stays hot for a while. Well, that's Caitlin's effect. She might be out of the playoffs, but the heat she brought to the WNBA is still burning. Her fans are watching their favorites who happen to be on the teams in the finals. And the whole league is feeling the warmth as a result.
Viewership numbers with Caitlin Clark are astronomical. She is a big draw.
Yeah.
She brings in all the things. We know this. We've said this. And yes, the games where she's not playing have lower viewership.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Let's be real. If the WNBA Finals had been between the Connecticut Sun and the Las Vegas Aces, the viewership most likely wouldn't have broken their record. Why? Because Caitlin Clark fans aren't exactly feeling the Sun or the Aces. I think we know why. But since the finals are between the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty, two teams that Clark fans can stomach, the viewership didn't take a nosedive. In fact, it's thriving. Let's just say the Lynx and Liberty aren't out here throwing shade or making enemies. So yeah, Caitlin Clark fans are still tuning in for this finals matchup. Let's be real. Caitlin's not in the finals, but the record-breaking viewership is still happening. Why? Because she brought a new wave of fans who are sticking around. Someone else put it like this. CeCe brought new fans to the W, but we can appreciate other great athletes' plays and fast-paced action. Exactly. Caitlin might be the favorite, but we're still here for the other players we follow who happen to be in the finals. So what's the takeaway here? Caitlin Clark might be out of the playoffs, but her effect on the WNBA is here to stay. Her fans were called out, but came back with facts. Caitlin changed the game, brought in more viewers, and now the WNBA is thriving. It's like that burner on a stove. Caitlin might be off the court, but the heat is still there. And let's be real. If it were the Sun and the Aces in the finals, it would be a different story. What do you think? Did Caitlin Clark really change the league forever? Let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button and subscribe for more Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever content and all things WNBA. Until next time, keep balling.